Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I pay homage to the Blessed One, the Supremely Enlightened Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I pay homage to my teacher, Kuswami. Sadhu, sadhu. Today we are going to discuss a new sutta. Let's go to the sutta, and I'm going to share the sutta, and this is from Majjhima Nikaya, Middle Length Discourses number 5. This is from Anaṅgaṇasutta, Unblemished. So we are going to learn more about the subtle negative mental qualities in the mind to understand the nature of them and to get some idea. Who is going to read?
I can read.
Okay, so before we start reading, are you familiar with the word blemish? Because it's you see it repeatedly.
Blemish is a flaw, a defect.
Yes, so that's the meaning. Okay. Okay, please, Harry, you can start.
So I've heard. At one time, the Buddha was staying near Savatthi in Jeta's Grove, Anathapindika's monastery. There, Sariputta addressed the mendicants. Reverends, mendicants. Reverend, they replied. Sariputta said this. Mendicants, these 4 people are found in the world. What for? One person with a blemish doesn't truly understand. There is a blemish in me, but another person with a blemish does understand. Me, while the blemish doesn't truly understand. There is no blemish in me, but another person without a blemish does truly understand. There is no blemish in me. In this case, of the 2 persons with a blemish, the one who doesn't understand is said to be worse, while the one who does understand is better. And of the 2 persons without a blemish, the one who doesn't understand is said to be worse, while the one who does understand is better.
Sadhu. Okay, so this is about our life. Okay, so we can say everybody is categorized into these 4 groups. And so what is the first group? They have blemish in their mind, but they don't understand about it. They don't know that there is blemish, right? That's the first category. Second category, they have blemish in their mind. They have negative qualities in their mind, but they do understand about the presence of those, right? And the third category, this person is without blemish. By birth, they have a very clean, calm, peaceful mind, but they don't understand about it. They don't know the true nature of their mind. And the last case is that this person is without blemish and he also understands the true nature of the mind, that my mind is without blemish. Which category you fall in? Which one? Difficult to say. And but the thing is, some of these people are in danger. That's the thing we are going to learn next. And some of are in danger, and some of them are in the process of improving their lives. Who is going to continue, Ben?
Yes, Bhante, I can continue. When he said this, Venerable Mahamoggallana said to him, "What is the cause, Reverend Sariputta? What is the reason why of the 2 persons with a blemish, one is said to be worse and one better? And what is the cause? What is the reason why of the 2 persons without a blemish, one is said to be worse and one better? Reverend, take the case of a person who has a blemish and does not understand it. You can expect that they won't generate enthusiasm, make an effort, or rouse up energy to give up that blemish. And they will die with greed, hate, and delusion, blemished with a corrupted mind. Suppose a bronze dish was brought from a shop or smithy covered with dirt or stains. And the owners neither used it or had it cleaned, but kept it in a dirty place. Over time, won't that bronze dish get even dirtier and more stained? Yes, Reverend. In the same way, take the case of the person who has a blemish and does not understand it. You can expect that they will die with a corrupted mind.
Okay, Ben. Okay, so here Sariputta Bhante explains in line with the teachings of the Buddha the danger about not understanding the presence of blemish, right? Not understanding the presence of negative mental qualities in the mind. What is the danger? Since they don't know that these negative states exist in the mind, how can they make any effort to abandon them? Because they don't know they exist. They don't know that these are dangerous mental states in my mind. And some people think this is normal. This is how we have been born. This is a part of our life. So they don't understand the danger of these things because they don't know the presence of them. As a result, they don't make any effort to abandon them, or else they will think that these different mental states have been given to them by somebody else. So they don't categorize them as negative mental states or blemish. So they don't make any effort to abandon them. What is the result? They will die with greed, hate, delusion, and with those blemishes, with a corrupted mind. And most probably they will be reborn in a miserable place, in hell, in animal world, in ghost world, and in asura world. That's a big mistake. Who is going to read about the second person?
I can read, Bhante.
Okay.
Take the case of a person who has a blemish and does understand it. You can expect that they will generate enthusiasm, make an effort, and rouse up energy to give up that blemish. And they will die without greed, hate, and delusion, unblemished, and with an uncorrupted mind. Suppose a bronze dish was brought from a shop or smithy, covered with dirt or stains, but the owners used it and had it cleaned and didn't keep it in a dirty place. Over time, wouldn't that bronze dish get cleaner and brighter? Yes, Reverend. In the same way, take the case of the person who had a blemish and does understand it. You can expect that they will die with an uncorrupted mind.
Okay, here Sariputta, Arhan Sariputta Thero explains the benefit of understanding the presence of negative mental states, right? What is the benefit? If you understand that these negative mental states are present, these blemishes are present, and you at the same time you understand, like the only way to understand them is by studying the enlightened one's teachings. That's the only place you can learn about these blemishes in a perfect way, in a complete way. When that person understands about these very subtle layers of blemishes, at the same time that person gets to know the danger of them, the disadvantages of them, the drawbacks of them. As a result, the person can make an effort and rouse up energy to abandon these layers of blemishes, right? And the fortune of that is that they will, the person will die abandoning those layers of defilements, abandoning those evil desires, abandoning that corrupted mind states. So that is why he's more fortunate than the first person. you're going to learn about the third person. So these are very powerful teachings, aren't they? Very direct and very powerful teachings. Also, it is important to understand that some people, because they feel like their life is peaceful and everything is going smoothly and there's no any special need to follow a spiritual path. They think, we don't harm anybody, we don't get angry easily, we don't fight with others. And they use that conclusion to take a spiritual path seriously. We have seen those people in the society. They think they don't harm anybody, they don't make any bad karma because their mind is already clean and peaceful. There is some truth of, like, one part of that conclusion is because by birth they have very less defilements. That's why they think they don't make like lots of bad karma. There is no need for them to take the spiritual path seriously and they can just live a simple life. But what they don't know is that there are subtle layers of blemish still present in their mind. Even those people who are born with low layers of defilements, low layers of blemish, still should take the spiritual path seriously, still should practice the Noble Eightfold Path. Otherwise, this danger will happen. They don't know the presence of those negative mental states and they will die with them. They are like hidden layers, very hidden layers. So that's why this person is greater than the first person, because he understands the presence of those subtle layers and he can make an effort to abandon them. That's a very good point to understand. So he's going to read about the third person.
I'll read Bhante.
Okay.
Take the case of the person who doesn't have a blemish, but does not understand it. You can expect that they will focus on the feature of beauty, and because of that, lust will infect their mind, and they will die with greed, hate, and delusion, blemished with a corrupted mind. Suppose a bronze dish was brought from a shop or smithy, clean and bright, and the owners neither used it nor had it cleaned, but kept it in a dirty place. Over time, wouldn't that bronze dish get dirtier and more stained? Yes, Reverend. In the same way, take the case of the person who has no blemish and does not understand it. You can expect that they will die with a corrupted mind.
So this is also very important, and there are different discourses on this, and some Bhantes who are like very advanced in the path, but not fully attained the complete purification. They misunderstood that they already achieved full purification. So what happened was they overestimated themselves and they start focusing on those features of beauty and just thinking this will not harm them, right? What happened was overestimation was the problem there. And suddenly they didn't know that defilements arose, lust arose, desires arose. It's because they did not understand the true nature of the mind that they were experiencing. That's why Buddha explains, until the full liberation comes, one should guard the sense faculties. One should restrain the senses. One should only trust the Dhamma path. One should not trust one's self-attainments. One should only trust the Dhamma path. One should not overestimate oneself. So that is explained here. And the fourth one, who is going to read?
But they can read.
Okay.
Take the case of the person who doesn't have a blemish and does understand it. You can expect that they won't focus on the feature of beauty, and because of that, lust won't infect their mind, and they will die without greed, hate, and delusion, unblemished with an uncorrupted mind. Suppose a bronze dish was brought from a shop or smithy clean and bright, and the owners used it and had it cleaned and didn't keep it in a dirty place. Over time, wouldn't that? Yes, Reverend. In the same way, take the case of the person who doesn't have a blemish and does understand it. You can expect that they will die with an uncorrupted mind. This is the cause. This is the reason why of the two persons with a blemish, one is said to be worse and one better. And this is the cause. This is the reason why of the two persons without the blemish, one is said to be worse and one better. Reverend, but what is blemish a term for? Reverend.
Okay, so now we are going to learn about blemish and the Pali word for blemish. Anaṅgaṇa. What is the Mukharabhati asks the meaning? What is the meaning of blemish? So the meaning here, blemish means anaṅgaṇa, anaṅgaṇanti also uchati. So what is the meaning of blemish? Bhante explains here. Blemish is a term for the spheres of bad, unskillful wishes. Papakhanam, akusalanam, icchavacharana, adivachanam, yadidam anaṅgaṇa. Unskillful wishes, evil wishes, corrupted wishes. So this is a very subtle layer of mental negativity. And you will see how subtle this is when we learn examples for that. Do you remember we learned about one category of evil wishes last week? Do you remember that? What are some of those examples for evil? Yes, Ben?
Nasty jealousy.
What are some of the examples for evil wishes?
Assuming one is enlightened, or even though one is not. That is one of the examples.
And he wishes that may other people see me as an enlightened person, remember?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So, and there is this person without faith, but he wants other people to think him as about him as a faithful person. And this person, he doesn't keep precepts, but he has this evil wish, right? May other people think that I am a virtuous person, right? Remember?
Yes.
So those are also evil wishes.
Seclusion, but he likes company. He likes people to think that he lives a secluded life, but actually he likes company.
Yeah. So those are some of the examples. So next time now when they arise, you know that, right? Yeah, that's the purpose of studying these suttas. So you get an opportunity to work on them. Otherwise, we will even notice them. Not noticing is not the path to abandon them. Noticing is the path to abandon them. And also, they will not disappear naturally. One has to follow a path. Okay, so this is one of those evil wishes. It is possible that some mendicant might wish What is the wish? If I commit an offense, I hope the mendicants don't find out. So you do something wrong, right? And so now it's two bad karma. The one bad karma is that you already have committed an offense. You have done a wrongdoing. And the second bad karma is that you want to hide it. You have this evil wish. May others not find out about it. But it is possible that the other mendicants do find out that the mendicant has committed an offense. Thinking the mendicants have found out about my offense, he gets angry and bitter. The anger and the bitterness are both blemishes. Okay, so now other people have found out that, and you are angry about that. That's a blemish. That's a very subtle layer of negativity. Another example. It is possible that some mendicant might wish, if I commit an offense, I hope the mendicants accuse me in private, not in the middle of the Sangha. So you do something wrong, and you know that your boss or your parents or somebody, your friends are going to catch you, but you have this evil wish. Oh, they should talk to me about it in private, not in public. Right? That's your evil wish. But unfortunately, it is possible that the mendicants do accuse that mendicant in the middle of the Sangha. And because of that, he gets angry. Why did he ask me about that in the middle of other people, you know? Why did he talk to me about that in private? You think it's the mistake of the wrongdoing of the other person, but it's your own evil wish, and that becomes your blemish. Is it possible that some mendicant might wish, if I commit an offense, I hope I'm accused by an equal, not by someone who is not an equal? What is the meaning of that?
Hoping that one is not accused by a junior monk, or maybe even a
Yeah,
senior.
like that. Yeah. This evil wish. You think that, okay, it is true that I made a mistake, I did a wrongdoing, but not everybody should admonish me. Somebody from my own rank, equal to my position, only such a person should admonish me. Only such a person should come to talk to me about it. That's an evil wish. That's a blemish. And what's the blemish? Blemish is that, but it is possible that someone who is not an equal accuses that mendicant, and what happens? He gets angry. Who is this person? What right does he have to talk to me about this? He is junior than me, right? And you get angry. That's a blemish that you need to recognize that. If you like to end suffering one day, you have to remove all these hidden layers of blemishes. Next one, it is possible that some mendicant might wish, oh, I hope the teacher will teach the mendicants by repeatedly questioning me alone, not some other mendicant. Right? So when the Buddha teaches the Dhamma, or the monks teach the Dhamma, this person has this evil wish. Oh, he should ask answers only from me, not from others. But it is possible that the teacher will teach the mendicants by repeatedly questioning some other mendicant. And he gets angry. Oh, why? Why did he ask from that person? I'm the one to answer that. That's an evil wish. It becomes a blemish. Do these things happen in classrooms, in schools, in universities, in workplaces, inside houses? Do these things happen? Everywhere, right? blemishes of the minds. Next example. It is possible that Mendicant mind wish, oh, I hope the mendicants will enter the village for the meal, putting me at the very front, not some other mendicant. You think that I am elder, I am senior, I am the mother, I am the father, I am the elder brother, I am the elder sister. Others should respect me, right? They should respect me, and I am the one to guide them. I am the one to be rewarded first. And all these desires, evil wishes are called blemishes, and they are not to be kept. They are to be abandoned. So why? Because of this evil, you can see why. Why? What is the danger of keeping them? We don't think that it, sometimes we don't think about these things seriously. We think, oh, it's a simple thing, it's a natural thing. Everybody has those kind of thoughts. The danger is that it is possible that the mendicants will enter the village for the meal, putting some other mendicant at the very front, and what happens is that this person gets angry. And what is the reason for the anger? The reason for the anger is not that those monks who put a different monk in the first. The reason for the anger is your own evil wish. What if you had a wish in your mind, oh, I don't want to be the first in the line. Somebody else can go. That's okay for me. If you had that wish, would you get angry if somebody else became the first? No. So this is very subtle and very deep. Because we complain about the person who puts a different person in before us. We think he is the one who made the mistake. He's the one who is responsible for my anger, my disappointment, my unsatisfactoriness, my stress. He's the responsible person. No, it is our own evil wish is the responsible thing. That is a beautiful thing that we learn from these teachings. Because we can work on these negative qualities and we can get rid of them and we can experience the peace here and now. Right? This is the peace. This is the happiness everybody is looking for. Inside in their lives, they are burning, tormenting. They don't know why. They keep complaining about others, accusing others. Unfortunately, they don't know. The cause of suffering is right here, inside the heart. The solution is right here. It's not far away. You don't need money to find the solution. You don't need power to find that solution. You only need this Dhamma path to find the solution, because solution is not far away. Solution is not in somebody's hands. It's right here, inside your heart. But the solution is locked by lack of Dhamma knowledge, lack of Dhamma path. If you have the Dhamma knowledge, if you have the Dhamma practice with you, you have the key. And the true happiness will be there. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't this Dhamma path amazing? So much wisdom of the Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.